Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the L'Oreal Beauty Artist Sponge. This is what the sponge looks like. See? I am ride or die for the Beauty Blender, and I have been for like over a year. I have experimented with other sponges before, but none really, in my opinion, compared to what the Beauty Blender does. I just think it gives like such a flawless application. I just think it's just great. I feel like, in my opinion, the Beauty Blender does no wrong. When I purchased this at Walmart and I felt it when it was dry, it felt really dense. So I was really scared that it was going to be like a product absorber, like all my foundation was just going to stick right to the sponge and not really do anything. But that didn't happen, so I was very relieved with that. This sponge retails for like $6, $6 or $7. Probably depending on where you get it from. It would probably go from like $6 to $9 depending on the drugstore. Since I got mine at Walmart, mine was a little bit cheaper than it would probably have been at CVS or Walgreens or something like that. But I did like this sponge. If you guys want to know my first impressions, then just keep watching. So first, I'm going to be taking my Mario Badescu Skincare Face Spray. Facial spray with aloe and cucumber and green tea. I've been using this just to like prep my face before I put on any kind of like moisturizer or anything. Don't mind my Dumbo ears, but. So here we go. First of all, I love how it friggin' smells. And I just like to like prep my face with this. I feel like it makes me feel more awake. It like awakens me. So I really like that. So you want to let that dry before you go ahead with like any moisturizer, because then that could just get like super messy and we wouldn't want that. So I just kind of like fan my face with my hands, and like I wait a few minutes and then I go ahead with my moisturizer. Alright, so for moisturizer today I'm going to be using the Tarte Brighter Days moisturizer. I got this as a 100-point sample from Sephora, and I like it, but I feel like it's more like, I don't know, it feels like a moisturizer, but it's like really like illuminating, so I don't know. I usually use this and then go in with the primer as well. Alright, so for primer today I'm going to be using the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. Ooh, it matches my nails. Okay, so once your whole base is dry, you're going to go in with your foundation. Today I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I figure since I'm using the L'Oreal sponge, might as well test it out with their foundation as well. I'm just going to shake it real quick, just so it's not like super liquidy. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hands. And then just take my finger and dab it on my face. I'm actually really nervous to try this sponge. Like I said, I hate trying new sponges. I'm just like so scared. Because you know, like once you're like into a routine, you're comfortable with that, you know? So you don't want to like mess anything up, but we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to throw my hair back real quick just so I don't get any foundation in my hair. So I'm just going to squeeze out any excess water that's in the sponge. Ooh, that was a lot. This sponge looks like the Morphe sponge. So here's the Morphe sponge. Here is the L'Oreal sponge. When I was using the Morphe sponge, I had a love-hate relationship with it. As you can see, it's just like very dingy now because I never use it. But they're like kind of the same shape. So I'm like, maybe I will like it, maybe I won't. Let's see. It's definitely not as squishy as the Beauty Blender, but I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but it's applying pretty good. I definitely think it distributed the foundation evenly. Wow. It actually did a really good job. Look, I feel like it looks almost identical to how a beauty blender would look. I like to drag my foundation like over here just so like it all just like blends together. So you don't have like foundation like a line, you know? Wow. I am so impressed right now. So I mean, as you can see, like, this is what the sponge looks like. Of course, it's going to absorb some product. That's just what these sponges do. They absorb all the excess, but they give an even application. But this, like, I really, really like it. I think it looks really good. I don't know if you guys can really tell because the light in here still kind of sucks. I'm still trying to work on that. But if you can see, like, how nice and even it applied, definitely let me know if you think it looks good or not. All right. So that is done. So now onto the part that I'm like practically petrified over. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but. Alright, so for concealer I'm going in with Tarte Shape Tape. I'm actually using a new color today. I'm using Light Sand, which is more of like a yellowy undertone, as you can see. Like, this is the one I always use. So this is the one that I always use. Focus. It's more pink, so when they're together, like side by side, you can definitely see the difference. Pink, though, I was told by multiple makeup artists that it cancels out darkness. So that's why I kind of always go for like a pinky foundation because it cancels out like all your darkness. But I'm gonna try the yellow one today. I mean, I've used it before, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use it again today. So let's see. I've learned with this concealer that less is definitely more. You don't want to go overboard. You don't want to like go down and up and just like cake it all over. For me, it just looks like a complete cakey mess. So don't do that. I kind of just keep it like that, and like that's it, because that's literally all you need with this foundation, with this concealer. Because anything more is just going to look awful. I used to like, it looks like a lot on camera, but it's really not that much in person. But I used to like go down and like up, and like I used to put on a lot more. You don't need it. Trust and believe. Oh, I'm so nervous to do this. Okay, well, let's see how this works. Okay, not so bad. See, it's picking up the foundation that's on my cheek, so I don't really like that. Alright, so I mean, it doesn't look bad. I just don't think it picked up like all the excess concealer that I would have liked it to. Alright, so now I'm just going to take my Kat Von D. Look at how, like, I feel like my under eyes look so bright on camera. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just taking my Kat Von D Lock It Brightening Powder for under your eyes. I'm taking it on the Kat Von D brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and bake with that. I'm going to go ahead and smooth out any creases that are under the eye right now. Alright, so I just finished my concealer. I'm not crazy about it. I definitely don't think it smooths out like as good as the Beauty Blender does for concealer. For the foundation, I thought it did a really good, nice, even application. But I think it's just the way it's shaped and like maybe the way my eye is shaped possibly, that I'm not crazy about it for the concealer. But maybe if I give it a few more tries and get used to it, then maybe I will like it. But I'm going to go ahead now and just set my face. Using the Kat Von D Lock-It setting powder. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face off camera, and then I will be back to tell you what my final thoughts are. Alright guys, so that completes this video. My final thoughts on the L'Oreal sponge are, I do like it, to be honest with you. I wasn't crazy about how it applied with the concealer, but I mean, I definitely think that I can work, I can work on it. I don't know if you can really tell, but my concealer does look good. I think it's just because my eyes are just so puffy because of how tired I am, that I feel like maybe that's why I really wasn't feeling the sponge today. But I mean, it gave me a really nice flawless base. I mean, my skin wasn't patchy in any areas. I mean, I really do think that this little guy right here is definitely worth it. I mean, the Beauty Blender is pretty pricey. It's $20, so it's around $13, is it? Yeah, sorry, my bad. It's $13 more than what this is. So, I mean, if you're looking for a good sponge and you're on a budget, definitely check this one out. I mean, it's available pretty much everywhere that they sell L'Oreal. Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS, any, like, drugstore, obviously, you're going to be able to find it in. I do think my skin looks nice and flawless. It doesn't look, like I said, patchy. So, I am pretty pleased with the way that this applied my makeup. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this review on this little guy right here. I'm really excited because I feel like this is like a new not hidden, but I knew it's like a new gem, you know what I mean? I feel like if I use this more, I'm definitely gonna like it a lot more. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!